Hello children, you are welcome to the digital classes of Christ Church Convent Higher Secondary School, Gadawara. I am Amit Toshniwal, your economics teacher. This video is for class 12. Subject is economics, chapter number 5, supply, part 1. Supply means किसी चीज़ को पूरा करना, उसकी पूर्ति करना, to fulfill. Of what to be fulfilled in economics? The demand, the consumption which is desired by the consumers. Simple. And these two are the interaction forces by which price equilibrium or the price of a commodity is determined. So these two are the pillars to decide or determine the price of a commodity. Okay, in the previous video, I mean to say lesson number 3, demand and its elasticity, you already have learned the demand curve normally slopes down. Okay, when other things being equal, the demand for a commodity is higher at the lower prices and less at the higher prices. Simple सा phenomena है. Prices ज़्यादा रहेंगे, डिमांड कम रहेगी, प्राइजेस कम रहेंगे, डिमांड ज़्यादा रहेगी. ठीक है. बट ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी द सप्लाई कर्व ऑफ अ कमोडिटी स्लोप्स अपवर्ड्स. You just notice the difference. You notice the difference. Before I start the meaning of supply and its essential, let me discuss you the things earlier you have learnt. So supply is done for demand. So let us consider both first. So what are you noticing? Demand curve slopes downwards whereas supply curve slopes upward. That is, what is the meaning? The sellers would like to sell larger quantity at the higher prices and will sell less at the lower prices. Natural. So in chapter number 4, you have learnt in producer's equilibrium that a producer wants to attain maximum profit. It means profit maximization is the only motto of a producer. So what he'll do? He'll sell more quantity when the prices are high and will try to intend lesser quantity when the prices are low. Okay. So this is the general condition of both the sides. So we can say the price is fixed at a point where demand for goods is equal to the supply of goods, and this is only known as the price equilibrium. Now we come upon the meaning of supply. So what supply is the quantity of commodity which a firm is willing and able to offer for sale at a given price during a given period of time. So why they are saying firm is willing? The meaning says firm is willing and able to offer for sale at a given price during a given period of time. So these two lines has got intense meaning of supply. Intense meaning of supply. Okay. अब क्या मीनिंग हुआ इसका? Firm is willing. A producer, a manufacturer can produce a great quantity, but the prices are low in the market. So at a given price, when prices are low and it does not meet the cost of production, so would a producer be able to sell? No, not at all. So whatever fixed and variable cost have been employed to the production, it has to be received until and unless proceedings is not generating that much cost, definitely a producer will not be able to sell at that given price. And the last phrase is a given period of time. A given period of time, supply is a constant factor of production. It cannot be adjusted in short run. Yeah, in long run it can be, but in a short run it cannot be. I mean to say, if due to windfall, market wind, demand increases due to any reason, suppose, then supply cannot be done at that speed. So swiftly it cannot be adjusted. So the last phrase says given period of time. What are the essentials? First is desired quantity. It means how much the producer or seller is willing to sell and not how much he actually sells. It means produced 100 tons but not willing to sell 100 tons, only selling 40 tons. So remaining 60 tons is called a stock with the producer. Second, bringing into market. If things are produced, means product is ready, but the entire stock of commodity is not supply. So only commodity which comes into the market for selling is called supply. Third is particular price. So supply is invariably expressed with a reference to the price. If the prices changes, quantity of commodities may also change, and it happens, natural. What happens? A peasant, a farmer, he stores all his grains in Kharana. Kharana में रख लेता है वो. क्यों? The prices are not that in market. तो अभी बंडा में रख लो, खराना में रख लो, will be sold later when the prices are high. तो particular price is required. तो सीधी सी बात है, उसकी कीमत जो उसने लगाई है फिक्स्ड और वेरिएबल कॉस्ट के फॉर्म में, if it is not recovered, then he will not be able to sell. And fourth is particular period of time. Supply has a relation with particular period of time. It may be for a day, for a week, for a month, or for a year. So now you can differentiate the stock and supply. Stock means total quantity of commodity which is available with firm, and supply is part of a stock which producer want to bring into the market for sale. Stock can never be less than supply, not possible, but supply is can never more than be stock. Stock से ज़्यादा आप उसको नहीं कर सकते. It may be less than the stock. Then what is the impact of price change? If prices are changed, stock will not be affected. There is no change in stock. But if the prices are changing, then supply of commodity will also have an impact and it will change. Stock means point of time and supply means period of time. Okay? Next is individual supply. Individual means single firm wants to and willing or able to offer for sale into the market at a particular period and at a particular price, then it is called individual supply. And market supply means all the forms of market are willing and everything is same. तो market supply किससे बनती है? सारी फर्म को मिला करके. So what are the determinants of market supply? First, a price of commodity. If prices are higher, supply will be higher, and if prices are low, supply also will get decreased. Second thing, price of other commodity also affect supply of a commodity. Increase in prices of other goods make the sellers more profitable than the sellers of a given commodity. And what is the consequent? The firm shift its scarce resources from the production of given commodity to the production of other goods which are fetching higher prices. किसी दूसरी चीज़ की कीमतें बढ़ जाएंगी तो उसको वो बनाने लगेगा, ये बनाना छोड़ देगा, है ना. थर्ड पॉइंट है प्राइजेज ऑफ इनपुट्स. इनपुट्स मतलब की फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. So when the cost of inputs increases, so naturally cost of production will also increase. When inputs prices are, the factors price बढ़ जाएगी तो उसकी costing भी बढ़ जाएगी. So what will happen? The margin of profit will get decreased. And what is the result? The seller will reduce the supply of commodity and vice versa. If there is a decrease in the cost of input, then cost of production will decrease and seller can supply more because it is increasing his margin of profit. फोर्थ पॉइंट है टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंजेस. तो टेक्नोलॉजी का इम्पैक्ट हर जगह पर है. इफ टेक्नोलॉजी हैज़ गॉट एन एडवांसमेंट, so that will reduce the price of means cost of production and margin of profit will rise. And if a producer is applying traditional approach of production, then cost of production is high and margin of profit is low, so supply will also decrease. Government policies. Government policies are related to taxation. If government imposes high indirect taxes and other taxes like import duty, excise duty, etc., then the price of commodity will increase and that will become costly. And a consumer will not take an interest to purchase that particular commodity and that will not be in demand. Thus, ultimately what will happen? Producer will not be able to get margin of profit at higher rate and the supply will decrease. और उल्टा हो जाए, सारे जो टैक्सेस हैं वो कम हो जाएंगे तो लागत कम, मार्जिन ऑफ प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा, मतलब प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा, सप्लाई ज़्यादा. सिंपल. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द फर्म. ऑब्जेक्टिव मीन्स फर्म किस सोच के साथ काम कर रही है, वेदर वांट्स टू अर्न मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट और मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट अलोंग विथ कीपिंग द मोटो ऑफ सोशल वेलफेयर. तो डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट. यदि मान लो उसका केवल एक ही एक मकसद है तो ऐसी स्थिति में सप्लाई नहीं करेगी वो. यदि प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन है सो इट विल स्टार्ट होल्डरिंग, ब्लैक मार्केटिंग, काला बाजारी करेगी, जमाखोरी करेगी. वो वस्तुओं की आर्टिफिशियल जो कहना चाहिए स्कैरिसिटी जो है वो मार्केट में क्रिएट करेगी. व्हेन द प्राइजेज आर हाई एंड इन डिमांड तो फिर उनको हाई प्राइजेस में बेच के फिर प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइज़ करेगी. लेकिन फर्म का ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि नहीं, हमारा भी भला हो, लोगों का भी भला हो, दोनों का हो, है ना. मैं भी भूखा ना रहूं, साधु ना भूखा जाए. यदि ये वाली सोच है फर्म की तो क्या होगा? थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉफिट भी हो गया, सोशल वेलफेयर भी है कि भाई जो चीज़ डिमांड में है, पब्लिक के यूज़ की है, वो बनाई जाए. वो 3 सेंट्रल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ इकोनॉमी, व्हाट टू प्रोड्यूस, हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस, हाउ मच टू प्रोड्यूस, हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस, फॉर whom टू प्रोड्यूस, वो यहाँ पर इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाएगा. फिर है नंबर ऑफ फॉर्म्स इन द इंडस्ट्री. ये सबसे बड़ा इम्पैक्ट करेगा. यदि लार्ज नंबर ऑफ प्रोड्यूसर्स हैं सो दे विल प्रोड्यूस गुड थिंग्स, है ना, एंड प्रोडक्शन विल बी हाई. ज़्यादा फॉर्म है, ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन होगा और अच्छी क्वालिटी होगी क्योंकि कंपटीशन है, सप्लाई अच्छा होगा. कम फॉर्म है तो पहली चीज़ तो उनकी उतनी पोटेंशियल नहीं है कि वो उतना प्रोडक्शन कर सकें, कम होगा. एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ राइज और फॉल इन द प्राइस इन फ्यूचर। यदि भविष्य में कीमतें बढ़ने वाली हैं तो प्रेजेंट की सप्लाई कम हो जाएगी, और यदि भविष्य में कीमतें कम होने वाली हैं तो प्रेजेंट की सप्लाई ऑटोमेटिक इंक्रीज़ हो जाएगी। वो अपना माल बेचकर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट कमाना चाहेगा, प्रोड्यूसर। द नेक्स्ट इज एडिक्वेट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट। इफ़ infrastructure of a manufacturing unit is superb, it means getting all the transportation, means of communication and transportation is available, so he would be able to supply desired goods and supply will be good. And if means of transportation are not available, then supply is not possible and it will decrease. Okay, now supply function actually, see, you have understood the meaning of two: individual demand and market demand. So whichever are the factors which are determining the supply, it becomes, when they are written in variable form, it becomes a function. And for this you can have a formula. See, individual supply function, Sx in a supply for commodity X is equal to F. In small bracket you are finding P stands for price of given commodity, PO in a profit of other goods, P1 in a prices of factor of production, S1 in a state of technology, T in a taxation policy, and G stands for goal. So all the determinants that you already have studied, just now I explained, so their short form, the first initials, are taken to form a function of supply. So it happens same in the market function too. तो आप देख रहे हैं फिर से वही की वही चीज़ें लिखी हुई हैं, इसमें कुछ 2-3 बातें और जुड़ गई हैं, लाइक F और M. F means future expectations of prices, N means number of forms, then again M means means of transportation and communication. Okay, so this is the end of video here. And in next module we shall study about supply schedule and determinants of it. Thank you.